baseline where we are here at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Great to be with you. I mean, it is glorious out today, guys. Such a perfect day for this All-Star game, and we're excited to be back. It's been a long time since 2001 back here in Seattle with my All-Stars. Derek Jeter is here, David Ortiz, Alex Rodriguez, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Think about
you know how I feel about you and what I think of you as a player. You've accomplished everything. You've won a World Series in Boston. You won one in L.A. You won Gold Glove, Silver Sluggers, MVP. You bowled a few 300 games bowling. What drives you? What else do you want to accomplish in your career?
The last thing, obviously, winning more World Series is right. But the final thing is really just to be a Hall of Famer. And, you know, I think the most important thing for me is going to be discipline. Because it's easy to be motivated and, motivation. But then the days that you don't feel good when you go to the park, you're not as motivated. But you got to be disciplined in order to go and take the ground balls or go do the outfield work or go take the swings in the cages and whatnot. So I really just lean on being disciplined each and every day, no matter how I feel.
Welcome to Safeco Field and the 72nd Major League Baseball All-Star Game. We have got a lot in store for you here tonight. We're going to say goodbye to some old friends.
In that particular year, Seattle, 2001, my last year, I was trying to grab onto all the great feelings that I had before, take it all in.
Third baseman Cal Ripken Jr.
I wanted to leave my impression one last time.
Alex Rodriguez, he grew up in Miami idolizing Cal Ripken Jr.
So I thought it was a little bit odd when Alex started to come over, from shortstop to third, and I was like thinking, what are you doing? Then he came up and said, why don't you go back over to shortstop? And I go, no, I'm not going to do that.
He knew he wouldn't want to go.
And then he looked at Joe Torre. When Joe is like waving me over to shortstop, then I felt like I had to. And so I begrudgingly went to shortstop.
I think he just said that Roger Clemens strike him out.
It's a wonderful gesture, and I understand that it was Alex's idea, the success that I had playing the position. It was good to revisit that for that one inning.
Standing ovation as Ripken bats here in the third.
The pitch came in, it felt like it was kind of in slow motion. I stayed there, hit the ball, total silence inside with everybody screaming and all that stuff around you. I ran about 3 steps down the line, and the sound came back.
Rocket with homers in his final All-Star game.
When you retire, that's all you have is your memories. So I like to reflect on it. To be the MVP of the All-Star game, that's the cherry on top.
And 22 years later, we're honored to have the great Hall of Famer Cal Ripken joining us now. Feel familiar, Cal? We're back.
It's been a long time since I've been out here, but when you do walk out here, it feels like you've been here.
What do you remember about that, Al?
Let's get back to your position. So, Kevin, what I remember is this is the guy that both Derek and I looked up, admiring, is the reason why I was able to stay as short, being so tall. And I remember going to Japan with you in '96. And I just geeked out. Even when I heard you were here today, I got all nervous, I got all excited. And I just wanted, as a fan, to have you one more time in your position.
Well, now that you brought it back up, I was kind of pissed at you, to be honest with you. I was like looking at it, I hadn't been over there in a while. I got this big old glove on my hand that they made that they called humongous. I go, how am I going to go back over there and turn a double play with this glove? But I realized I was on a mic, and they didn't do that a whole lot then. We were on a mic, you might have had a mic on too. So I had to choose my words very carefully until I found out, I looked over and saw Joe going like this. Then I knew I had to go.
I tell you, the whole scene was nostalgic because, like Alex said, we grew up watching you, admiring you. And I know when I was younger, people would always tell me you're too tall to play shortstop. My first line of defense was with Cal Ripken Jr. So that Alex did a great job. It was his idea. We didn't know about it on the bench, so we had no idea what was going on. But I tell you what, can't thank you enough, Cal, for everything. You paving the way for us taller shortstops.
Well, I got news for you. You would have made it all by yourself. You would have made it all by yourself. You didn't need me. But I feel really good that I could play the position as a little larger person. Maybe the mindset just changed a little bit when you considered a young player, whether they should move him from short to third or the corners.
God, I got to talk about the home run that you hit that night. I keep on telling my teammates right here that I was at the Bahamas having a piña colada, watching the game on TV.
That's where I'm going after this.
You know what I'm saying? But I was the happiest guy in the building when I saw you hitting the home run after the whole thing went down. down here. I can imagine how you feel afterwards.
I mean, I didn't have high expectations, to be honest with you. We go up to home plate, and at this starting time, the backdrop was horrible to see. And I remember telling Diáz, I go, man, this is worse than I thought it was going to be. And so I just thought I'd take an easy swing, put the ball in play early, and caught it pretty clean, and the ball carried out. One of the few times, maybe the only time in my life where I felt kind of fast on the baseball field. Because when at that point, I had experiences where your adrenaline pulls up and you have to push it down a little bit. But I let that go a little bit more because it was my last All-Star game. It was really special. I wanted to do well when I said goodbye, and I was glad that I hit the home run. So yeah, I felt like I was pretty light on my feet around the base.
That got me like 3 free piña coladas.
Hey, Cal, speaking of piña coladas, you played almost 17 years without missing a game. This guy works 2 days in a row, and he's asking our producers for a week off.
It's
I got no comment on that.
It's a great point. I mean, look, you prided yourself on playing every single day. Every single day. What do you think about all these guys now in other sports, load management or taking days off or and also the importance of coming to this All-Star game and playing?
At a different time, you had a chance to come to a lot of All-Star games, all you guys did. And you know how valuable it is to be inside the locker room and your teammates with the best players in the league for those 3 days. I thought that was the greatest value. Could never understand why somebody said, no, I'm not going to the All-Star game. And I really can't understand the modern-day baseball player now. Maybe every day is 145 or 150, the best 145 or 150. But the intangibles that you brought to the table, that you guys brought to the table, can win you a game. And the playoffs go down to one game now. And so that could be the difference in making it or not.
Cal, it's great to have you back at shortstop with our superstar shortstop, Big Papi. And we'll see Cal a little bit later as well. So we decided to visit the fish market, took on the challenge. Revolutionary. It's never been done in television before until this week. But here we are, watching you guys try to catch fish. Gotta say, it was pretty entertaining. Derek was the hero, stepped up, tried to do the first one, but then got a face full of fish oil.
I used to be a DH, not anymore.
I like fish. I won't eat fish for months after this.
By the way, fellas, the degree of difficulty was a 15 out of 10. Great catch, G.
Yeah. We should point out, Alex had a leg kick throwing the fish.
Yeah, he didn't throw a baseball to me that hard in my career.
There you go. Attaboy 13.
It was fun. You know, we were told the glove. We were given the gloves, and then afterwards said, you know what, you probably should have done it without the gloves. It's a lot easier.
He was the first phenom from the Far East. 22 years ago, Ichiro arrived in Seattle, winning Rookie of the Year and MVP.
Baseball, sayonara baseball!
Among the millions watching, a 7-year-old boy from Japan who'd be inspired to follow his hero and then bow to him.
ずっと目標なので、僕の一番の指針というか目標に近いかなと思います。
Now, the entire baseball world bows to Shohei Ohtani. At its best, sport is a machine for memory. We remember when and how, when and with whom. But the greatness of Shohei Ohtani is immediate. The completeness of talent, urgent. The history's happening right now.
He got him again! Shohei, gone!
And those who made history of their own marvel right with us.
You know, Ohtani, I really don't know how you compare him.
To see him doing it on the mound and in the batter's box, we haven't seen it since the early 1900s.
Consider, at the plate, Ohtani is not just leading all of baseball in home runs, not just the 9th different player ever to hit 30 home runs before July 1st. He's also hit the longest home run of any player this season.
How far will this one go? Shohei Ohtani with a blast!
To do that, there's a special skill that you have physically and then a mental tenaciousness that helps you figure out what you're doing.
On the mound, so far this season, giving up 6 hits per 9 innings, meaning he is the hardest pitcher to hit in all of baseball.
11 for Ohtani.
You know, he's featuring a ball 98 to 100 miles an hour, but he uses both sides of the plate, and he really uses north and south. It's something spectacular to watch.
That's next level Shohei Ohtani.
To be dominant twofold, it's just something that we'll probably never see again, so go see him.
率直に嬉しいですし、素晴らしい選手たちと、試合をできるっていうのは特別な時間なので、自分自身も楽しみたいなと思います。
No precedent. No peer. No. Just show.
From the Chicago Cubs, Justin Steele. From the Houston Astros, Kyle Tucker, Yordan Alvarez, and Framber Valdez. Rays, Yandy Diaz. Batting sixth, batting second, the designated hitter from the Los Angeles Angels, Shohei Ohtani. Seattle, welcome home to Corbin Carroll. Batting third in left field from the Tampa Bay Rays, Randy Arozarena. Leading off, the second baseman from the Texas Rangers, Marcus Semien. The shortstop from the Texas Rangers, Corey Seager. In right field from the Texas Rangers, Adolis Garcia. Playing third base from the Texas Rangers, Josh Young. Batting ninth, catching from the Texas Rangers, Jonah Heim. From the Texas Rangers, Nathan Eovaldi.
Please join us as we welcome back seven-time All-Star and National Baseball Hall of Famer, number 11, Edgar Martinez. And 13-time All-Star and National Baseball Hall of Famer, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr. And now to catch Ken and Edgar's pitches, former All-Stars and Mariner Hall of Famers themselves. Number 6, Dan the Man Wilson. And number 19, the Bone J. Buhner. Nice pitches and nice catches.
Thanks, Joe. Garrett, first All-Star start. What is going through your mind as you prepare to take the mound?
I hope I locate that first pitch to Ron because I have a feeling he's gonna come after it. And I'm excited to work with Jonah and represent the Yankees.
Now, Acuna Jr., you're a student of the game. You know he has crazy numbers in the first inning.
Yeah.
How do you plan to attack him?
Try to live on the edges and change some speeds. But I'm out here to throw strikes, so, you know, whatever shakes out, shakes out.
Garrett, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Kenny.
Now over to Tom Verducci.
JD Martinez, welcome back to your 6th All-Star game. That is impressive, especially for someone who was released 9 years ago. What does it mean for you to be back here?
It's an honor. It's an honor to be back here, you know, to be amongst some of the best players in baseball. You know, to be voted in by the fans is, you know, something super special to me. And to be starting, you know, it's a big honor.
JD, that's Garrett Cole out there on the mound. You have faced him more than any pitcher in your career, 51 times. Take us into the batter's box. What's it like facing Garrett Cole?
Plus fastball, you know, really good slider. Just kind of, you know, just works off the two, trying to get you, you know, guessing a little bit which one he wants to throw. You know, but both 2+ pitches, you know, you just hope he makes a mistake.
Thanks, JD. Have some fun tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, each opening day since this ballpark opened and that Child has ushered in the beginning of the season with the first trip around the bases. And that tradition continues now for the All-Star game with 8-year-old Braden from Puyallup, Washington. Braden has bravely battled through hepatoblastoma. And no surprise that he's a huge Mariners fan. Also no surprise, Braden's favorite player is Julio Rodriguez. And he's going to get to live a dream right here.
Can't even imagine. You're getting ready for an All-Star game. You see something like this. Pretty cool perspective.
Braden's safe. Perfect trip around the bases. And there's his hero there to greet him, Julio Rodriguez. And what a special way to get this 93rd All-Star game started. 40 home runs, 80 stolen bases. Here's an opposite field fly ball deep to the track, and a leaping grab made by Garcia. Highlight play to begin the All-Star game.
I tell you what, he was battling the sun big time on this. You see him look right there and then leap at the last minute. Acuna has tremendous power to all parts of the park, and what a start. Cole on the benefactor of a great defensive play.
You know, we're talking shadows and lighting and everything when it comes to the pitchers and the hitters. How about the fielders? First ball in play. One gone. Here's Freddie Freeman taking ball one. All-Star for the 7th time, both years that he's been in Los Angeles. And MVP candidate both those years. One ball, one strike.
All he does, Mr. Consistent, right? Slugs over 500, what, 8 years in a row. Batting average well over 300. Just does all the things every year.
It's 1-2 on Freeman. The first place Dodgers.
I'm telling you, this shadow's legit. It's going to be about an inning or two. Hitters are going to have to fight off pitches and try to get something they can see.
Well, umpire cam, you get a little bit of appreciation for it. It's not fair. It's hard enough to face these guys already.
Well, you're amped up, and every guy who's going to pitch tonight is going to probably be a tick up in velocity because you know you're only going an inning, and so you know no one wants to embarrass themselves, so they're going to try to deliver the best pitch every single time as if it was the 9th inning.
Cole's 1-2 to Freeman is popped down the left field line towards the corner. Rosarena to the wall. He makes the catch. What a way to begin the Midsummer Classic. Oh, one great catch in right, one great catch in left. Arozarena doesn't waste any time.
I really don't care where Arozarena would play. The ball's going to find him, and he's going to do something special every single time. And these two catches were not easy at all. And Garrett Cole's like, yeah.
And two catches made by a couple guys that grew up together in Cuba. Mookie Betts, do you hear me?
I do. It's a great voice to hear. I love you, Joe D.
Oh, I love you, Mookie. How you doing out there? Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They're chanting, "Come to Seattle." Do you guys want to start your own chant to Shohei?
That would be tampering.
That would be tampering.
You can't do that. I'm not doing any of that.
But if he wants to come, he's more than welcome.
I'm going to go with all 30 teams would want Shohei on their team. Year after year, he seems to be getting better too, which is very, very scary. So,
heck of a pitch right there from Zach Gallen to sit him down. Mookie, do you feel like you'd feel closer to the action if we could put the earpiece in and you could talk to Freddie in real games too? Like you could have a conversation?
Yes, I actually would. But you know what though? Getting to play second base next to Freddie this last couple days, I realized Freddie, he don't really want to talk to me.
What?
He don't want to talk to me.
Hey man, I'm nervous. We're close to the action.
Randy Arozarena's up there.
I try and talk to Freddie. He just looks at me and goes, and that's it.
Oh, you're used to being lonely out in right field.
So I like talking. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You're just excited to be on the dirt.
I am excited to be on the dirt.
You can't take hits away and get hits. You got to pick one. That is not fair. He says he's sorry, guys, and everything's okay. Everything's okay. He said he's sorry. Nice catch, dude. That's a great start to your game. Yeah, real good.
Yeah, what are we, 5 batters into the game? We got an early MVP candidate for the All-Star game.
Oh, and he's running.
Takes off. In time. How about that shot from Murphy? And tag for Marcia. Into left field and a leadoff base hit for J.D. Martinez. First base runner for the National League. So Nathan, you're part of history here. There have only been 2 times that 6 guys from one team have been on the field at the same time in the All-Star game. 1939 Yankees, 1951 Dodgers, and now your 2023 Rangers.
I'm sorry, I missed the first part of that.
This is only the 3rd time that one team has had 6 guys on the field at the same time at the All-Star game. First time since 1951. There are the 5 guys around Evaldi. Line drive, base hit, center field. Rise, as he hit so often during the first half of the season, comes up with a base hit.
Sorry about that.
Well, he's got such a short stroke, and it's a different swing than the majority of baseball. Obviously, a lot more lift in most guys' swings. He just kind of stays there, waits on it. Tries to barrel it up.
It's in the second inning. Sean Murphy, the Braves catcher, comes up. Nice cutter.
Finally get ahead of a guy. Keeps throwing me off with multiple signs.
Yes.
Yeah. Love the sequence.
Now what? Just threw a really
Same
good split
thing.
at 0-1. Oh, we got the check swing on it. You know what I mean? Right there below the zone.
Yep. You didn't like that one as much?
No. Golly. You got to mow to it. It's one of those things you're just trying to do too much. Make a good pitch. That's all you got to do. But pitch off your mistakes, right? We went split her up. Stick it down.
Got it. Fastball. Phone is still you and Ichiro.
Oh.
High drive from Yandy Diaz. American League strikes first as Tampa Bay's Yandy Diáz launches a home run over Carroll's head.
Got a hanging breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. A lot of these guys in this lineup tonight won't miss a hanging breaking ball. You see how that pitch starts in and just stays right over the middle, and he stays flat throughout the zone with that bat. Just classic power stroke.
Off of Mitch Keller of the Pittsburgh Pirates, who's had such a fantastic season. Down on a nasty pitch here. 2 up and 2 down for Sonny Gray.
Well, that's the breaking balls I was talking about. They're real tight. He can throw a curveball and then throw a cutter off of it. And here's that downward action. See how tight that is? And it's got the top to bottom break. And the umpire will give you a look at what he's looking at. Freezes the hitter. He starts in inside and catches the inside part of the plate on what's called a front door breaking ball. The Seattle Mariners, who are now right back in the playoff picture.
Breaking ball is pulled over third, and a base hit for Martinez, who's 2 for 2. On his way to second with a leadoff double. The National League has the time running scoring position.
And that was just classic. I'm going to throw a breaking ball after throwing those fastballs that he couldn't see. J.D. Martinez, one of the best in the game at adjusting in the strike zone and making the adjustment. See how he gets a hanging breaking ball, but he hadn't even thought about catching up to his fastball and roped it down the line.
National League has 3 hits. Martinez has 2 of them.
Easier way to get a run on the board.
Fly to right center field by Murphy. Back goes Garcia. He's on the track. He's at the wall. He's got it again. Battling the sun to make his second excellent catch of the game.
Tell you what, that's not that easy because that ball's coming out from the shade, and then once it leaves the height of the shade, it gets right into the sun, and he's trying to navigate that, the wall, and so far is going to help shape and change the way baseball is viewed in the future by creating a little bit more contact in the game with the rule changes, no shifts.
Boy, he's amazing. Base hit right field, Luis Elias. He's seen 2 pitches, has 2 singles. On this one, he's tied the game. Luis Elias drives home J.D. Martinez, and it's tied at 1 in the 4th.
I mean, he's just special, and he is a big reason why the Miami offense and the talk of Miami being relevant. This guy just doesn't matter where you throw it. Up, he gets on top of it. See how long the barrel stays in the bat or in the zone, and he just doesn't overswing. Yeah, the exit velocity is not going to look real sexy, but guess what looks sexy? 390, 385.
That is real sexy. Coming here with his family. Elias takes off, throw down, not in time, and he's added a stolen base to his 2 hits and his run knocked in.
Well, he got the jump. They're trying to just steal a run here with 2 outs. Tough to string together a bunch of hits.
The call in the field is overturned. The runner's out.
Too much video, Luis. The quality's too good these days. High definition, getting over.
Have the outcome that he's having. It's just amazing. And the only question is.
Thanks, Joe. Here with Shohei Ohtani and his interpreter, Ippei Mizuhara. Shohei, your 3rd All-Star game. What have you enjoyed most about these experiences?
3度目のオールスターですけど、何が一番楽しみですか、オールスターを来るたびに。やっぱゲームじゃないですかね。普段同じリーグで敵でやってますけど、その素晴らしい選手たちと一緒のチームでできるっていうところが一番じゃないかと思います。
Yeah, just playing the game itself is what I look forward to. Normally they're my enemies, opponents, but this time around they're on my side, so it's fun to play with the best players in the league.
How is your finger? How are you physically going into the second half?
指も含めて体の調子はどうでしょうか、後半戦に向けて。
ちょっとのその怪我とかはありましたけど、大体は順調に来てると思うので、このペースのまま最後まで頑張りたいなと思います。
Little hiccups here and there with the finger, but other than that, I'm really healthy, so I'm just trying to stay healthy and end the season strong.
Last question. How do you stay in such good shape as a pitcher?
As a pitcher? ピッチャーとしてどういうふうにフィジカルな状態を保っているんでしょう？
睡眠と、練習の仕方と、効率よく練習してまずは
動きすぎないっていうところを管理しながら、そこが一番かなと思います。
First of all, sleeping a lot, and second of all, being efficient with the practices, trying to save energy, but at the same time get my work in. So just being efficient with everything. I think that's the key.
Do you run? Does he run?
走ったりもしますけど、そんなにいっぱいは走らないですね。そこも抑えながらやります。
Runs once in a while, not too much, but like he said, just wants to be efficient, save the energy, so try to keep it minimal.
Shohei, thank you very much. Congratulations. Good to see you, Ippei. Thank you. Joe, back to you.
All right, Kenny.
Thanks. Luis Elias, you know in this game you're allowed to see more than one pitch?
Yeah, so only two because I want to hit the ball already because it's hard to see for the Charros, but I just come here to enjoy the game.
Your nickname, La Regadera. Back when you were 19 years old playing in a Venezuelan Winter League for spraying hits all over the field. Great nickname. How would you describe your hitting style?
I just like Tony Gwynn, Rukaru, those guys, Ichiro Suzuki. Those guys try to hit the ball to the left field, to the middle, and then put the ball in play. That's me right there. I just try to hit the ball, put the ball in play, and then get my base hit.
Luis, you are hitting .383 at the All-Star break. How important is it? How possible is it to hit 400?
I mean, it's hard, but I just focus. I just want to get hit every day. If I get on base, I help my team win. And then I just want to get hit every day. So let's see what happens.
It's so fun to watch. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Josh Young now. He grounds one along third. Not going to be an easy play. Austin Riley, barehand throw, and his teammate in the back end digs it out. Matt Olson. And an infield full of Braves at this point. Riley and Arcia and Albies and Olsen all out there. And the first place Braves on the corners hook up right there.
Yeah, great play. Austin Riley known for his offense. His defense keeps getting better and better. And Olsen, not an easy pick, by the way. Would have been real close whether he kept his foot on the bat. But they thought he kept it on long enough.
Braves the best record in baseball, 60-29. Heim swings and misses. And a scoreless inning for Justin Steele in his All-Star debut. Join our partners, Stand Up to Cancer, in reaffirming a commitment to the fight against cancer. Major League Baseball, its fans, players, and coaches are united in our determination to defeat this disease for our friends, our families, and our community. Please stand together with Major League Baseball, MasterCard, Fox, and the entire baseball family in support of all those this disease has touched. For more information and to find out how you can help, scan the QR code or visit standuptocancer.org. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Nick Castellanos, first at bat, goes after the first pitch, fouls it off Rushman.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah.
We get to listen to him.
All right.
We're on a microphone.
I'll take
for us. Another one of the local guys. He's from the Portland area. On an 0-1 pitch. Wide right center field. Lines on the move. Over his head. Bounces over the wall, and the National League catches a break there. And then it's a ground rule double, and they're at second and third. That one has hit pretty well there, huh? It didn't matter if you saw it or not.
He hit it pretty well.
Yeah.
I think I will have a chance.
Sends one in the air to right field. Soto's going back. Gets there. But the AL takes the lead on a sacrifice fly from Bo Bichette. It's 2-1 in the sixth. They're keeping you busy out there in the Sunfield Wild.
I know. Okay, he's our home run derby winner. We find a bat for him.
That was quite a performance last night he put out.
Yeah. I mean, I've been seeing this guy since.
I haven't sweat at all, so I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, well, thanks for filling us in on the weather report, David.
That's my job, buddy.
I was at the desk, and I was the only one directly in the sun. So, no, it's just a fun atmosphere.
You're the rookie, man.
Come back here and get a chance to experience the All-Star Game as a fan.
Derek, they're going to share any of the popcorn or cotton candy with you? What, you get anything?
That's all David right there, David and Alex.
Nothing for the rookie, Joe.
Yeah. All right, fair.
Barely got down on the shelf before Poppy took 3 handfuls of it. I mean, take it easy.
Gurriel turns on a ball, launches it down the line. If it's fair, it's good. It is a fair ball. And a home run for Gurriel. Tied at 2. And his first All-Star at-bat, he hits a long home run here in the 7th inning. What'd that look like from down there, boys?
That was a moonshot, huh, guys? Poppy's standing ovation.
I think they're going to review this, boys.
Dusty wants to review it.
Let's see. Well, this was a breaking ball that backs up. 328, so best average of the 3 down there.
Okay. I'm sure I didn't have 16 home runs.
Got anything for Alex?
Call on the field is overturned.
Heartbreaking.
Premature celebration on your part, though.
I guess I got to take it back.
So it's overturned. It's a foul ball, and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. after that romp around the bases, thinking that he's tied the All-Star game in his first at-bat. Come on back. Foul ball.
What happened to Jordan Romano?
Well, not really sure. I mean, he just said he threw his last pitch in the bullpen before he went out there. He just felt a little tightness in his lower back. And, you know, we've got to take every precaution to take care of these players, you know, even if they're on another team, because they got to go back and play and, you know, play for their own team. And he's such a big, important part. He's the closer of the Toronto Blue Jays, so I hope that it's nothing.
The ball Gurriel hit, did you know right away it was foul?
Well, I kind of lost it, but, you know, it didn't disappear behind the foul pole. It hit the, you know, hit the railing up there. So, no, I didn't know right away, but I thought it was foul. And then when Atley, Rutschman looked at me, and he thought it was foul. So, hey. And then we got that famous call, you know, to the clubhouse, and they said it was foul.
Dusty, thanks a lot.
All right. 3-2 coming to Perdomo.
1-4.
Taken high. It's a walk for Perdomo, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
The ball throws absolute gas, and opponents are having a hard time hitting his slider.
Julio Rodriguez. Boy, they sure love him, and for good reason around here. He is the total package. And it's one thing to show up being the total package. It's another thing to help the Mariners. true story, though, that in your hometown, you hit too many home runs in the field in your neighborhood, off houses beyond the outfield wall? You had to stop hitting them and just focus on hitting the ball the other way?
Yeah, and then, to be honest, I don't like talking, sounding like I'm bragging, but yeah, I had to stop like hitting out the field out there because it was getting dangerous for the people.
Hey, I said it. You're not bragging at all. I brought it up. Didn't you hit a guy too? Like stepped out of his house mad at you?
I did too. He was like sitting. He was kind of sitting like right on the tree, and the ball came across the tree and hit him. And then he was all mad. All the kids that were at the top of the wall, they were all came and said, "Oh, the old man from out there." He was mad at you because you hit him all that. I said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry for that, man."
Oh man.
I can't control where the ball lands.
Right? Until you just start peppering base hits the other way.
Oh, you gotta get your knocks sometimes.
9 pitch coming. Not going. 2-2 to Diáz. Is hit in the air to deep left field. Back it goes. Elias Diáz puts the National League in front. At 32 years old in his All-Star debut, a go-ahead home run.
Well, you never forget your first All-Star game. You are never going to forget your first potential game-winning homer. Wow. What a moment for him.
In the National League, which is led for a total of... Let's go down to Tom Verducci, who's got Diáz.
Yeah, Elias, 32 years old, your first All-Star game, your first at-bat, you hit a home run. What does this moment mean to you?
It's mean a lot to me. Mean a lot to me, to my family. I mean, I'm so proud that what I've been doing, what I've been accomplished. Being the All-Star game for me is amazing.
Congratulations. What was the pitch that you got from Batista?
The split. I think so.
It turned out wonderful. Worth the wait. Thanks so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Rooker at the plate. Has a check for the third. Rally from his knees. A double play. How about your Braves teammates, Ozzy?
That's also Riley all day long.
You'll take that, Josh.
Hey, baby. Come on, baby.
Wow, Austin Riley makes the grab and then from a knee across the diamond between the microphones and a double play. From Kimbrel, turns on it, down the line, it's way back, it is Soto to make the catch. Oh man, he just missed. One gone in the ninth. For Julio Rodriguez.
Well, we got it in the World Baseball Classic for Ohtani to face Mike Trout. And now we got the hometown kid here with a chance to send him home happy.
And Elias Diáz has had his wonderful moment, the go-ahead home run, but it hangs in the balance. 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 pitch. Ramirez swings and misses. Kimbrel slams the door. The National League's finally back on top. Its first All-Star game win since 2012.
Oh, thanks, Joe. Craig Kimbrel. First, you got to take me through the mound conference. You have the tying and winning runs on base. Will Smith comes out to the mound. Jose Ramirez in the box. What was the discussion?
Well, I mean, first we were going to figure out kind of how we wanted to attack, and then we figured out what signs we were going to go with. And he said, "Let's get strike one and go from there." And that's what we were able to do and get out of that spot. That was a lot of fun. In front of this crowd, I hate to walk 2 guys, but getting to face Rodriguez there and seeing this crowd get up and get excited, I took a moment, stood on the back of the mound, took it in. It was pretty cool to see, especially with the home crowd. I'm just glad I was able to get the job done. It's been a while since the National League has got a win, so it feels pretty good.
You've done so many great things in your career, 408 saves, a World Series championship. First All-Star save for you, closing this one out. Where does this rank among your career highlights?
This year has been something else. the milestones I've been able to get close to and surpass, and the support I've had with my teammates. They've all been so excited for me, rooting me on all year long, and it's just, I got to pinch myself. It's just seems like it's one thing after another this year, and hopefully I can just keep on going, enjoy my 2 days, and hopefully the Phillies, we can get on a good roll and play good baseball for the rest of the year.
Greg, thanks so much. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
They got to decide whose celebration they're going to use. They just all hugged and hopped around together. I'll tell you what, we saw a little bit of everything. We saw the hit king get 2 hits, and we saw some power and some great defense.
I know we were just talking, and you said your mom was here watching you tonight. What was that like, and when you were able to find her as you rounded the bases?
Bueno, platícale de cómo estuvo tener tu mamá aquí, que si la vistes cuando estabas corriendo las bases.
Lo más especial del mundo para mí, que ella, después de tanto sacrificio que hemos pasado, esté presente en un momento así.
That was incredibly special for me, you know, to have her here. A lot of emotions with everything that we've been through, all the sacrifices that she made for me. It was really special to have her here for me.
That's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, the MVP from the Colorado Rockies, Elias Diáz.
I have an idea.
What's happening right now? Oh, Yankee repellent.
Yankee repellent. Tired of these guys right here. Tired of this guy, man. You guys got me tired. Good seeing you, buddy.
You know what's good? You could wear that when you mow Juan's lawn in the Dominican Republic. It'll be great. Look forward to that, property owner.
Luis, the National League had lost 9 straight. How much were you guys talking about that on the bench?
Hey, I just talked to my wife saying, now I'm in the National League, and then when I go to the All-Star, we got to win because I'm there. And then I want to say thanks God for this, and then we enjoy. And then Kimbrel, everybody do his thing there, and then this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
How worried were you in the 9th when Kimbrel got in a little bit of trouble?
Hey, that was a tough one because he faced a really good battles. Jose Ramirez, Julio, and then those guys take a walk, and then especially that's La Salva, and he strike out Ramirez. It's hard to do that, but he do like easy. But thanks God we win the game.
Luis, you're having such a special season. You had 2 hits tonight. What has this year been like for you?
This is amazing. I live in my dream right now. I live in my dream. I just come here to play baseball and enjoy the game. This is beautiful sport. I just try to do my thing, and then I want to say thanks God I did it.
Luis, thank you very much. Congratulations. Have a great second half.
Thank you so much.
Who, though, Derek, in your mind, is best built to make that World Series run right now? We know it could change with the trade deadline.
Yeah, I say right now at this moment, it's probably the Atlanta Braves. They have a great offense. Obviously, we see a lot of the guys, Acuna, Albies, Riley, Olsen, Arcia, and then you got Fried and you got Kyle Wright coming back. So
I know, they're not even
just going to continue to get better. So I think as currently constructed, the Atlanta Braves are the team best built to win the whole entire thing. I talked about Houston yesterday.
Yeah, that was the American League.
But all in all, I think Atlanta's built the best.
You know what? I agree with you. I was having a conversation with Albies yesterday in Acuna, and I was basically trying to find out why they are playing so well as of right now. And they say their chemistry is unbelievable. Their pitching is unbelievable. Fry is not there. He's about to come back. So
neither is Fried.
Yeah, Fried. I mean, I always call him Fry. I don't know why.
You must be hungry. You're talking about French fries.
I've been calling him Fry for the past couple of years. But yeah, man, I mean, their confidence level is out there. And I mean, you see the performance. I mean, they were out there this weekend, these past couple of days, just getting things done. They are 2 of the best players in the game, and the confidence level is pretty high.
They have a team with a bunch of Utes on their team. David's from my cousin Vinny here over here. He's talking about the Utes.
That's what he loves.
Oh my goodness. It's hard. Not to go with the Braves. It is the whole balance. The one thing I like about them specifically is I love their manager Schnitt and the most experienced coaching staff. And I think in today's game is a little bit of a blind spot. Having guys like Ron Washington and others in that bench, I think, really helps them. But look, at the end of the day, you got to beat the champs. In order to beat the champs, you got to beat Houston. And they're always going to be there. There's a feeling that we're probably going to be in late October back in Houston. So somebody's still got to beat them.
Page, but a couple things have to happen. One, I do believe that San Diego Padres could get hot and really make some waves in the National League West. But if they don't, you know, it's not too late, but the sun's starting to set. If they don't have a good next couple weeks, I wouldn't mind seeing the Yankees go out and get Juan Soto.
Ooh.
Wow.
Especially,
wow.
You know, you don't know how long Judge is going to be out. They need some offense. I think it makes sense.
And where would you play him, G?
Wherever you want. Put him in left or right.
There you go.
Just made Karen, our stage manager, really happy, by the way, with that suggestion.
And it made Poppy really sad.
Poppy, what do you got?
He's sad.
Give us a
I'm
trade.
gonna get happy now.
Okay, tell me.
I would like the Red Sox to get Shohei Ohtani. We need batting and we need pitching, but we only got room for one guy.
Okay.
So he can cover both.
And who are they trading? Fenway Park's going?
They just give half of the team, and I don't care.